Hi there, my name is Charlie DeShulo, and today I'm speaking with Kwame Adu. How are you doing today?
Feeling all right today. Feeling all right. Still busy, but glad to be here.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. So first off, how long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping in by itself since I was like 12, and I'm 24 now. So 12 years that I've been like rapping.
So when did you start recording your music?
I was about 16, maybe. So yeah, I was in my sophomore year of high school when I had started recording.
Is the stuff from like when you were 16 still up on the internet, or did you take that down? Or
Yeah, there's like some stuff like super here and there stuff that like you could probably find, but nothing that I like have still up like personally.
who are some of your inspirations for making music?
If we're talking about just music generally, I like to say that it's a lot of hip hop. So from that angle, it's like a lot of Kanye West, a lot of Earl Sweatshirt, Frank Ocean a little bit, Khalees. But I think even when I move further out, I've always been into like anime theme songs and like video game compositions. Like that's really where a lot of my interest in music in general was naturally gravitated to growing up. So I would say a lot of that too. A lot of like Asian Kung Fu Generation and Stance Punks. These are all like Japanese like pop punk type of bands from like the 2000s that I really paid attention to.
What are some of your favorite video games?
Ooh, I am huge on the Pokemon, like the mainline series, like huge. So that's like probably one of my favorite games ever. Mad World from the Wii. It's like one of the only like rated M games that was on like Nintendo Wii. And like the art style and the story was pretty cool. I'm also into like fighting, like I'm into Tekken. Like I can't say like I'm super nice, but I'm always interested in the characters. And I always have fun playing, and I'm really good at Smash Brothers.
The way that I found you was through linking with Aviad, that producer that I interviewed a few weeks ago. So, how did you end up linking with Aviad since you are on the West Coast and he is on the East Coast?
I met Aviad through like internet interactions. We both make beats, and we were on like a producer Twitch sort of server for another producer, and he had reached out, and we had reached me, like he had reached out to me and my homies, and we reached back because he was just really talented for his, especially for his age, you know. So I was like, wow, I'm shook.
So, do you handle the production on your music as well?
uh I would say only as of recently. Like a lot of the stuff that I also work in like a hip hop duo called KWAMZAY with my boy Zay All Caps, who's another super talented like rapper, singer, songwriter, producer. So in that section, he'll handle the beats and I'll be rapping most of the time. But as of recently, I've just been getting back into producing. And my first album, my debut album, I do a lot of production, like a lot of production, more than I have like ever. So it usually depends. I can't say it's me all the time.
Nice. So, when is your debut album coming out?
It's almost done, so it should be out by the summer. Like it's almost done, and like I'm figuring out the direction I want to take it. So it's in its final stage. So, but it should be out by the summer.
So, are you still making music with Zay?
Yeah. We're still making music. We make music all the time. We just I was actually at his house yesterday. We were just cutting tracks up.
So, I dived deep into your discography and I found this project that you made called Driving Indoors.
Yeah.
Are you still doing that as well, or is that sort of on the back burner for now?
Just for now. Like me and Frank the Fourth, like that's my brother pretty much. So like we're both just kind of just in different places right now. But like it's still something that like I'm always open to.
So, out of all the songs you've made throughout your entire career, what is your favorite and why?
Wow. That's like, well, I have one that's like I'm really proud of that's like on my album. And that one's called it's called Can You See the Moon? And that one's like crazy. It's probably one of my favorites. But I think in terms of songs that are released, I would probably say my favorite, if I had one, It's so difficult to even say, but I think I like something off of my project Smelling Salts. I have a project called Smelling Salts with this producer, Super Chunk. And if I had to pick a song, it might be from there. It might be Roses. It's a song called Roses that I really like. I really like how I rapped on that. And then there's a song on my project KWAMZAY called Stuckness, and it's like drum and bass. And I did that with my friend Rory Knight, who's also like just another talented artist. And I think that those two are pretty cool.
So what is next for you in terms of music? I know you have your debut album coming out, but are you thinking beyond that as well, or are you just focused on that right now?
Oh yeah, I think that's my immediate next step, just as a solo artist. I'm actually releasing I'm releasing some stuff. Till then, releasing some singles, rolling out the album. I think that's the next step. I'm at the point in my career where like that I'm ready to like kind of make my mark, break this threshold, quote unquote, break into the industry, like however people want to call it. So I'm just really focused on making a splash.
So how have you been doing that? Is that just like your debut album, or are you performing more? How are you doing that?
Ooh, both. I've been performing a lot. I've performed this year more than like I have like in like any other year, than a few years altogether, honestly. People like I like to perform, people like the music, so it's something that that me, like I try to do a lot. I do that a lot with KWAMZAY. People really like KWAMZAY, so we perform a lot. Yeah, so that's the plan. I want to perform for the rest of the year, maybe go on a tour, open up for somebody. That's my goal. I think it's something that I will do, but in the meantime, I'm just staying focused on finishing my album so I can release it properly and doing more shows.
That's awesome, man. That's great. So have you ever been to the East Coast, or are you planning on coming to the East Coast in terms of like tours?
Well, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from New Jersey.
So when did you move to Cali?
Let's say about 2017, like the second half of the year. So I've been here on and off for like a couple years, like 5 years now.
Nice.
Yeah, I definitely want to perform, somewhere closer to home. But, I'm working on it.
Looking ahead 5 years, where do you see yourself in terms of music, in terms of your career?
Ooh, I'm gonna be a star, like a rap star, an art star, something. Like I'm a definitely within 5 years, I could definitely pull out like one or two more bigger projects, headline the tour, the whole thing, maybe be in more of a place where I'm a better person. And that in turn, like that will fall into a place with like making better music. I think that's my bigger goal. 5 years from now. Yeah, what is that? Dude, that's like 2027.
Yep.
That sounds crazy. I can only say that things are gonna be really well. I'm probably gonna be in a different location, in a better environment for myself. Still working pretty well, maybe working in some new skills outside of music. I'm really into like acting, and I like drawing, or I haven't drawn in a minute, but I'm gonna start drawing again. So who knows, But if we're talking about music, I think I'm gonna be like super well renowned, like A class rapper, S class rapper,